Hey y'all, Countryman here. Couple things I need to get off my chest real quick. My brother always told me you can't, never could. So, Mark Neff, I don't know if this is going to work or not, but we have our dehydrated pumpkin here, and you wanted to see a video on you can't rehydrate pumpkin. So what I got here is just the lid off of a jar, and I've got one of those, and I think it said 1/3 of a cup per third of a cup of this will make a cup of pumpkin pie. Well, I just went online and I researched the experts in the field, aka Mrs. Volfe, and she made pumpkin bread. So we've got 3 of these we're going to put in our bowl. And I am going to make her pumpkin bread recipe, which she put pecans in hers. I'm not putting pecans in mine. And I have a bowl with a cup of powder. And I want to come up with 3 cups of pumpkin when we get done. Where am I at? Ounces, cups. I doubt if this is enough water. 3 cups is almost that. I'm going to put a cup of water in here, and we're going to let this soak up and stir. And yesterday, or what's today? Today's the 29th. Yesterday was Thanksgiving, and I had leftover pumpkin or leftover turkey, because my pumpkin was leftover turkey because I cooked my turkey on Wednesday, deboned it Wednesday night, and I had turkey on a shingle yesterday morning, and yesterday afternoon I had turkey salad sandwiches with celery and all kinds of good stuff. So I put 1 cup of water in here already, and it's already started to dehydrate or rehydrate back up, but it's gritty. You can see that it's gritty. So I'm going to pause the film, and I'm going to put about another 1.5 cups of water in here, so we'll have 2.5 cups in here. I'd rather it be a little loose or tight than runny. And then I'm going to get the rest of my ingredients, which I'm supposed to have 2 cups of pumpkin, which I've got that about ready, so I just want to rehydrate this. 2 cups of pumpkin, 2 cups of brown sugar, 1 cup of milk, and I'm going to use powdered milk. It calls for 4 eggs. I'm going to use my powdered eggs. 2 tablespoons of baking soda, which I do have in the fridge. 2 teaspoons of baking powder. I have got my pumpkin spice that I bought, and a pinch of salt. And I'm supposed to add all the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients. There's flour in here, and I didn't catch how much flour she put in there. I think it was like 4 or 5 cups. We're going to make it into a flour form. It comes out looking like cake batter, and we're going to put this in the oven at 350 degrees for 60 to 70 minutes. So let me get the rest of my ingredients together in a bowl, and get my oil, milk, and baking soda, baking powder, and salt, and I'll get right back to you. And she used the Cowgirl, her KitchenAid mixer, and I don't have one, so we're going to have to use something that what's it called, old school, called elbow grease. So I'll be right back with you. Hey y'all, Countryman here. Went back and looked on her video, and it was 3.5 cups of flour. So we got that. Let's get started. I am going to show you what it's been sitting here about 20 minutes while I went in there and got the rest of the stuff. Now, in my jar here, I've got 2 tablespoons of my powdered egg, about a quarter cup of quarter to a half cup of my powdered milk, and then I put about a cup and a half of water in here. So I done that. I should have put about 1 cup of water in here. That'll give me my eggs and my milk and mixture together. I'm going to pour just about another half cup in here, and we're going to stir this into the pumpkin to finish rehydrating it. And it's doing real good. I just don't want it to be gritty when we put it in the bread. And get our consistency down. And it called for 2 cups. And this is about what it was supposed to be. You can see now, let me pour her down here, that she's looking a whole lot better. It's not gritty, and it rehydrates right into pumpkin. And I sifted this with a sifter when I made it, and some of it I had to grind 4 or 5 times to get it down to this consistency. And that looks just like pumpkin that you got out of the store. Now, you seen my jar that I used the pumpkin in. I used about a third of that. So it's going to work out pretty good. We're going to put our wet ingredients with our dry. We got our 2 cups of pumpkin. Y'all wouldn't see anything if I was in the kitchen, so I'm in front of the computer. Alright, what did I do with my piece of paper? Here it is. We got our pumpkin, we got our eggs, we got our milk. We're going to pour that in. Now this is dehydrated eggs and dehydrated milk. It's calling for a cup of oil. And I got just about a cup left in this canola oil here. She used sapphire oil. Sunflower oil, not sapphire. And she put that in there. Let's see what else we got. This is all of our wet ingredients. I'm going to stir this up and get back to you, and then we'll start adding the dry ingredients to this. Be right back. Got 6 third cups in there. That's 2, 7, 8. Let's call it 9 cups of flour right there. And that's all I'm going to put in there because it calls for 9/3 of a cup. So that's 3 cups plus they were heaping. So we're about 6.5 cups. The brown sugar, we're calling for 3 cups of brown sugar. I don't quite know how much 3 cups is, but it's a lot. One, 2, 3. I'm going to say that's about 3 cups. Y'all can yell at me later when you see the video that I didn't measure. But that's about 3 cups of brown sugar. What else we got? We need our baking soda, and that's calling for 2 tablespoons. Baking soda, 2 tablespoons. The baking powder now is calling for 2 teaspoons. Not very much. And we're just going to tack that right on in there. A good cook never ever measures. Salt. Pinch of salt. That's about it. What else did I not add? I got eggs, I got oil, I got my milk, brown sugar, flour, and oh yeah, we got to add the elbow grease. So we're going to start stirring. The only thing I'm worried about getting lumpy is the brown sugar that was a little bit lumpy. And I'm going to mix this all up together and get right back to you. We forgot to add our spice. I don't really know how much it's going to take, but I'm going to take the lid off here. And I am going to put, this is pumpkin spice. I'm going to put a good 2 tablespoons. Let's go with 1 tablespoon and we'll taste it here in a minute when we get it all mixed up. That's about 1 tablespoon. Going to mix this in and see how it comes up. Be right back with you. Hey y'all, I put oil in our pans. What we're going to do is now is take about a heaping teaspoon of flour here, and we're going to shake it around in our pans. And what we want to do is cover the edges, and that kind of gets everything coated. And we want everything nice and coated. And I'm going to do the other one the same way. Y'all remember that river that Lewis and Clark went down when they started their journey? Well, they have a mill that has flour, that makes flour, and that is the, I'm using flour from that mill. And Mrs. Volpe told me about it. And it's good stuff. Now this is elbow grease without a cowgirl. And I knew I was a little short on the oil. So I went back in and I had another half a cup of oil. So I still got my full cup of oil in there. And this is about the consistency of cookie dough. Maybe a little less runny. Let's do a taste test. Not bad. Spices are there and doing pretty good. Now supposedly, to Mrs. Volpe told me that this will make 2 regular size loaf pans. And we'll see how that works out. Let's put this up here for now. And we'll get our other loaf pan. And we have to start doing halvesies. No cowgirl. No beater, mixer. Elbow grease, Mark. I think we better go back to this one. This is almost good enough that you can leave some in the bowl and watch it disappear like turkey legs. but I got my oven in there on 350 degrees, and she said 55-60 minutes. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to spread this out nice and neat. And the reason that I didn't put pecans in there is because when you're toothless, you can't eat it. And this is what we come up with before we bake it. So let me get back to you. I'm going to stick this in the oven and watch part of a movie. I'm going to put my timer on 60 minutes. And it's 20 degrees outside. I got the front door open, the oven on, and the heat off. So this is what I'm doing on a Friday afternoon. And if this turns out good, I will be making more because I have plenty of the pumpkin left. And I can make probably, what, 6 more loaves. Taste is excellent. As far as the batter goes, we'll see what the end product comes out as. Countryman out for now. I'll see you in an hour. God bless. Well, the bread's in the oven. We're waiting patiently. But I screwed up, so I'm going to tell you about it. It wasn't Mrs. Volpe that told me about the flour. It's Hudson cream flour is what I'm using, and Moving On 04 was the one that told me about that. I want to give credit where credit's due. She's a good woman, and I love her dearly, and she taught me how to do buttermilk biscuits, and I got buttermilk in the fridge, and a video's coming on that real shortly. So when the bread comes out of the oven, we'll get back to you, and I'll show you the final product. If it doesn't come out, you'll never see this video because I don't show my screw-ups. Countryman out for now. I'll be back, hopefully. Hey y'all, Countryman. I just looked at this video. It's already 13 minutes long. I'm going to make it quick. I'll show you what the bread looked when it come out. This looks real good. It's nice and firm. It was in for about 56 minutes. And I don't have any pecans in here, but we're going to cut this and see how it comes out. And let me get this out of here where I won't make a fool out of myself, and we'll do a taste test right quick, and I'll show you what it looks like once we get her sliced. Hey y'all, not bad for a dumb old truck driver. Turned out real good. Nice and flaky. You see the inside here? It's done. Tastes real good. It's not as sweet as what I would like. But I will say that it's edible. Cheers. Very good, very moist. Had it to do over. I think I would have added more brown sugar. It's not really sweet, but the pumpkin taste is there. It's not gritty from the dehydrated pumpkin. It turned out real good. Dehydrated milk. A lot of the stuff I had done for preps tonight. The flour I had in my preps. The pumpkin was dehydrated and saved back for a rainy day. The spices I had. The oil I got in a gallon jug. That was preps. Dehydrated milk, dehydrated eggs. Everything turned out pretty good. So Like I said, pumpkin from scratch. Turned out pretty good if you ask me. And if I can do it, anybody can. God bless. Countryman out for now. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Cuss me out, I don't care. Merry Christmas, y'all. It's coming real quick. God bless.